Hello there, welcome back. This is the final video of the day, and it's going to be a short one. I'm trying to avoid spoilers on this one because it's just out. And this is Kamen Rider, basically. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime, if you're looking for it. It was released over the weekend. I only heard about it from Hoos from Touch of Film because he put up he'd seen it, and I was like, "You're lucky, Sod." And then he was like, "No, it's on Prime." I'd never seen it advertised on Prime. I'm not sure it has been advertised very well on Prime. That's why I'm doing the video, is to say, look, it's on Prime. You should go see it on Prime if you have the Prime subscription, because it's a lot of fun. It's a bit crazy. Now, the director of it also did Shin Godzilla, which I liked more than this one. But Shin Godzilla is really good. It's really enjoyable. This one, I have no attachments to the main characters or anything. I've never seen Kamen Rider or any of the TV shows or anything else. I have no clue what I was watching when I was watching this film. It was like any nostalgia things that a lot of people would have got, I don't get because I didn't watch it. But I did enjoy the film, so it tells you the film works, despite the fact I had no clue. It's one of those films that are just ridiculous and knows they're ridiculous and enjoys the fact they're ridiculous. They don't care about actually being logical or normal. It's a big fantasy movie for a general audience in Japan. So it's like, who cares? And that's very infectious. So what the film is, I actually managed to watch it on my projector, so I could get to see it in the big screen, and it's just a big ridiculous film. It starts 100 miles an hour and just keeps going. The Kamen Rider is this guy who has been genetically changed to have a animal genetics within his body, which means he's like a superhero who can do large, big jumps and fly at some points through the air and do all these things against these other people who also have the same or similar abilities. They're all based on insect humanoid combinations. So you have one who's a Spider-Man with these different arms coming out of him. You have different variations of insects, human formation to they have to be fought like every so often in the film. So there's always going to be another big action scene, this, that, and the next thing. So as a film, it's pretty much like I promise you, every 20 minutes you're going to see another monster, which works for me for these kind of big silly films. And the unfortunate side effects for the hero is the suit that he puts on to harness his powers will make him lose his moral compass and be a killer when he doesn't really want to be. So early on, you see him kill these people, and they're not just killed. There's blood going everywhere, and it's utterly brutal. And then when he becomes human again, he's quite horrified what he's just done. So he's not particularly keen on doing this, but it's his job. He has to do it to save the world from an obscure plot. There is a plot to this film. I'm not going to explain it all, right? I don't think I could have tried, to be honest. I don't think it entirely makes sense, but it doesn't really matter. It's there for the fun of the momentum of the film, and it has that kind of Japanese thing where there's themes almost stated in the text that come from nowhere at times, and it's part of the charm because it's like, yeah, fine. It's like, it's okay, it's fine. It's I don't know where that built from. I'm sure in a TV show, if this plot came from that, it made more sense. But fine, that's fine. I'm good with it. It's fine. You know, there's nothing here that actually ever confuses you too much. It's just like whenever they do something cheesy, it's like that's enjoyable. It's part of the charm. There's just a variety of fun villains to take down, each with their own special power and each with their own special psychology. And it just creates this wonderful sense of the absurd. It feels like a really violent version of those men in suits from Japan thing, really. Like, they did Shin Ultraman recently, and this one feels like that, or Power Rangers thing, just like a really violent version, and maybe not quite as over the top, but but at least it doesn't have the Power Rangers American sequences in there or anything that we get rather than the Japanese version. It's that kind of thing. Is like it's purely weirdly cheesy Japanese. None of no Western influence, and that's what I like most about it. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's you can't defend it as being perfect, but it is very much a fun movie. I mean, the only thing I would say is, and I found in the middle, it started to get a bit repetitive of what it was doing, and then the film kind of kicked out of it because it went in another direction, which I'm not going to talk about. But it actually seemed to realize, okay, we're actually getting into the point of diminishing returns here, so let's switch it up. So I mean, the main criticism I have of the film was actually dealt with in the film, because it seemed like at that point even the director understood that was a problem, so he had to switch to something else. So everything worked. Everything worked fine. I'm not going to go any further. This is just a go watch this film video. It's just very enjoyable, but I don't want to spoil anything because it's just out. So I'll see you all later. This is just a go see the film. Bye.